Welcome to the first episode of Off the Top of Your Head. We're going to be asking students around campus their views on a topical issue. This week it's going to be, should Trump be prevented from making a state visit to the UK? Let's see what people think.
I don't think there's anything coherent to say about Trump.
Off the top of your head, do you think Trump should be prevented from making a state visit to the UK?
I think it's a ludicrous idea. I mean, the man's head of government for the second most powerful country in the world. It would just be a ludicrous idea to antagonise him.
If it's a state visit, the UK pay for it, and I think by paying for it, we're almost like legitimising what his views are to an extent, and like it's almost like accepting it's okay when it's really not.
Probably the more boycott there is around him, the better it is. Just
Do you think that will actually change anything though? If we
I mean, it's symbolic more than anything else.
I do think he should be allowed to take visits to the UK because, well, he's the democratically elected President of the United States and should be seen as such, probably.
Probably postpone or whatever, postpone the visit, wait until everything kind of calm down, cool down a bit, probably next year, whatever.
Next year?
Or indefinitely, I have no idea, yeah.
What do you say to the hundreds of thousands of people who've signed a petition saying that Trump should be prevented?
Sort petitions, they're really stupid. The less democracy, the better.
Will I go for a pint with Donald Trump? Depending on how much he pays me for. If I get to see his daughter, maybe.
I can't. Pictures of him. I'm not being funny. Pictures of him traumatize me. It is a kind of psychological trauma that I feel whenever I'm confronted with his image.
Is it his hair? Or?
No, it's just everything he says and does. Yeah, it is. It's sickening. It's physically sickening. I might, have a physical complication, but not a verbal one, because I think that's the level he brings us to.
Are you filming me?
Okay. Stop. She's actually ran away. Okay. Wow. Maybe she just really doesn't like Trump. If you were the Queen, what would you say to Trump?
But does she matter, the Queen?
Well, she is our head of state.
She matters to you.
I think it would just generally cause a lot of public statement if he comes here, a disgrace to the Queen as well, I guess.
Would embarrass the Queen.
Yeah, quite embarrassing in general.
It's too rude to meet the Queen.
Are you worried about her embarrassment?
Yeah. You know what? May could agree to meet Trump, but the Queen should not meet him, and so that symbolically he wouldn't feel accepted in the UK, but for your interest he would be preserved.
Do you think Trump should be allowed to make a state visit to the UK?
No, obviously not. I went to the protest marches against it for a good reason.
I think yes, but not in a sense to support his policies, in the sense of maintaining a relationship between the UK and the US. That's still essential.
Well, I think that whole rhetoric, that whole relationship is a thing of the past. America's not at all what it once was. I mean, it's had a big fucking superiority complex.
His policies are completely ridiculous, and if we allow him into the UK, we're showing that we're kind of allowing those kind of radical and completely ridiculous policies to be accepted and to be heard about and to spread.
We accept state visits from a lot of African dictators who have worse track records.
Why do you think banning someone is the best way to deal with something you disagree with? What would you say to those who argue that we should let him come and then challenge him?
We're not. It's because he's just banning people. We're not banning him because he's a person. We're banning him because of his ideologies, and it's just wrong. And we don't endorse that, and we shouldn't endorse that. It's actually atrocious that our Prime Minister is endorsing that behaviour.
Cancelling a state visit would do more to radicalise pro-Trump voters than support the anti-Trump sentiment.
I think that if the UK banned the state visit, then everybody would see that there'd be so much media coverage, and I think that would just be a really big statement that could be picked up by other countries as well.
I don't think it does anyone any good denying him freedom of speech, even though virtually everybody detests what he's got to say. But the fact that we let Chinese come for a state visit, we've let way worse people come on state visits here in the past with far more dire rights records.
You could say one thing to Trump. What would you say to him? And can you say it to camera?
Cash me outside, how about that?
So there were a variety of opinions. On the one hand, we had the pragmatists. On the other hand, we had the idealists. But I think it's fair to say they were all united in their rejection of Trump and his ideology, even if they were divided on whether he should be allowed to make a state visit at all. See you next time.